Nearly 2 months after the United States and Israel launched attacks against Iran, two contrasting tales of markets are emerging across much of East Asia. With the price of crude still much higher than before the war, pulp prices remain elevated. Here in South Korea, those prices are about 18% higher from pre-war levels, and that pushed inflation up by around 2.2% in March, a 3-month high, which is why the South Korean government has begun distributing cash cards to the bottom 70% income earners. That's 35.8 million people set to receive between $67 and $400, which they can then use to buy products and goods from local stores at markets like this.
The vouchers do help because it's clear prices have risen a great deal because of the Iran war. I hope it doesn't drag on much longer because the impact on our daily expenses is enormous.
The cash cards are good and can help small business owners, but it's just a temporary solution, especially because prices were already way too high even before the war.
Meanwhile, major stock markets in the region have been rallying despite the uncertainty over peace talks between the US and Iran. Japan's Nikkei briefly breached the 60,000 mark last week, and South Korea's KOSPI also reaching intraday highs on Monday, and both largely attributed to positive investor sentiment over the boom in the artificial intelligence industry. But that's not to say that they're not watching what's happening in the Middle East. But the feeling here is that at least the ceasefire is holding and that the door for diplomacy remains open. Barnaby, Al Jazeera, Seoul.